Okay, so we're talking about trig equations still, and we're going to do a problem that correlates to both quadratic equations and also the unit circle. So our problem is solve 2 cosine squared x plus 3 sine x minus 3 equals 0, and x is in the range of 0 to 2 pi, which is a full unit circle. So what we need to do first is use our identity to turn cosine squared x into a sine squared x, so we can keep the units consistent through the problem. So in this identity, Pythagorean identity, we do this. Sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. And since we want to get cosine squared x, we have to subtract. So cosine squared x equals 1 minus sine squared x, and then we can substitute this into the problem. So now we're going to rewrite this as 2 times 1 minus sine squared x plus 3 sine x minus 3 equals 0. So now we'll FOIL. So 2 times 1 and 2 times negative sine squared x. So 2 minus 2 sine squared x plus 3 sine x minus 3 equals 0. And now we just have to combine like terms. So 2 plus negative 3, that will get us negative 1. So now we basically have our full problem. And then to make things a little easier, we want a positive coefficient on the square term. So we'll divide the whole thing by negative 1. And then this will get us, we'll just change the signs. So positive 2 sine squared x minus 3 sine x plus 1 equals 0. And since it's a quadratic, we need to factor it out. So our factors are 2 sine x minus 1 times sine x minus 1 equals 0. If you were to multiply these two together, you just go back to where you started. So now we essentially can turn these into two different equations to get all the possible answers for what x equals. So 2 sine x minus 1 equals 0, and sine x minus 1 equals 0. We need to get the terms on the other side. So we add 1, we get 2 sine x equals 1, divide by 2, sine x equals 1/2, and then if we add 1 over here, sine x equals 1. We're not done yet, but this is what we have for right now. So let's make some room on the board. So our current equations are sine x equals 1/2 and sine x equals 1. Now we need to draw a unit circle and find the answers in radians in order to get what x equals, if you're doing this by hand. So basically what this is, this sine of x is basically the y value. So for here, when y equals 1/2, the radian value of this is going to be pi over 6. But we also know on the unit circle that 5 pi over 6 is also at the y coordinate of 1/2. Now for over here, sine x equals 1, or at the coordinate 0, 1, which is up here, our radian is pi over 2. So the final answer is x equals pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, and x equals pi over 2. Ta-da!